Yes, you're watching Geek Eye for the Noob Guy, where we show you how to build a PC. Now, media centers are all the rage at the minute. Windows 7 is out. That's got fantastic media center capability built into it, which means that you can watch TV, record TV, do your DVDs, everything, does everything for you, all your home entertainment. So we're going to be looking at how to build a media center PC. Now, our friends over at Antec sent us through a mass of cases, which you saw in the last show, and we've managed to narrow it down to 2, which will be suitable for our media center build. The first is this little beauty here. This is the NSK1380. And what we like about this is its sleek styling, it's nice and small and compact, and that's going to look fantastic in a modern living room sitting underneath your HD TV. But then over here, we've got the Microfusion 350, which is part of Antec's Veris range, and what we like about this one is that it's the same size as your normal hi-fi separates, and this is more of a true media system. Now, unfortunately, Antec, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say, much as I like the styling on the 1380, it's lacking 2 key features which you need for a media center, which is an information display on the front panel, there's nothing there, and also an IR receiver. But if we go over to the 1350 here, this has, you can see there's the LCD panel, and there's also an IR receiver built in, and it even comes with Antec's own little IR receiver as well. But this is compatible with Microsoft Media Center and Windows Media Center, so we can still use a normal Media Center remote for it. So this is going to be our chassis of choice for the build. So next thing to do now is to decide what components we're going to be putting inside this beauty. First up, we need to decide what chip we're going to use. So we gave our friends over at Intel a call, and they supplied us with one of these. This is an Intel Core i7-870 chip, which uses the LGA1156 socket. A lot of big numbers there, but don't worry. Need to be careful with these. Obviously, it's a computer component, so it is delicate, but this is a nice, fast chip, so that's going to make our media center fly. But what are we going to plug it into? So our friends at Asus came up trumps, and they've sent us one of these. This is the Maximus 3 mainboard, and what we like about this is its small form factor to start off with. Look, that's quite tiny, and that's inside the box, but also this has got Supreme FX X-Fi sound on board, which is basically high definition 8-channel audio if we want to run separate speakers, or we can run it through the HDMI. So let's get rid of that, and then obviously we need a hard drive. So Samsung have very kindly supplied us with a 750GB hard drive, or we could go SSD if we want to do something super silent. So let's pop that down there. For memory, Kingston have very kindly given us some HyperX high performance memory, so that means that everything's not going to be bottlenecked by the memory lagging behind. Then finally, we need some graphics, and for this we're going to be using one of these. This is the newly launched Sapphire HD 5770. The cool thing about this is that the card itself, and I happen to have it out of the box here, comes with a full height bracket, as you can see there, but the important thing, because we're using a low profile system, is that it comes with these 2 other brackets. I'm going to put the card down because I can't hold everything. And basically those are half height brackets. If you look at the size of those, that means that that's going to fit very nicely into the back of our chassis. So that's something key to look for. When you're choosing your graphics card, think about how high the system is, because you probably will need one of these half height brackets, because half height brackets on a low system like this are pretty much essential. Just pop those down there. So there you go, that's the chassis that we're going to use and the components that we're going to be putting inside it. All that's left to do now is put it all together. So check back soon on Hexas TV for more from Geek Eye for the Noob Guy.